Maniacs, today we are going to be trying a little bit something different. We're going to be going into top 15 most convincing Bigfoot videos, and I'm already prepared to go into some nostalgia because I know I used to watch Bigfoot videos all the time when I was younger with my buddy Lane. Huge on this stuff. We loved the possibility. And today I just feel like, knowing what I know now about people and how they like to take advantage and they like to fake certain things, and look, there was a time period where a lot of this stuff was so popular, so you couldn't blame people for doing it. But at the end of the day, it does kind of disappoint me because that means a lot of the stuff that I truly believed when I was a kid might not even be true, which is a bummer to think about. Big fan of Bigfoot. I love this thing. I want it to be real so badly. If you guys love this kind of stuff, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, go support the original video. Of course, the link will be in the description. Make sure you do that. Almost to 40,000 subscribers, guys. We are literally like 300 away from 40,000 subs. This is huge. This is big, as a matter of fact. But let's go ahead and dive into the video and not waste any more time.
Number 15, Independence Day sighting. This footage was apparently filmed on Independence Day. It shows a Bigfoot walking into frame, looking at the camera, and then picking up a baby before running off into the distance.
Wait. Okay. First off, I didn't realize this guy was the guy with the voice. And I knew that it was bad. Got hair in my mouth looking at this thing. It's clearly a costume. That looks like a clear costume to me. I'm so big into Bigfoot, man, but look, one sec. I noticed something when it was walking. What is that right there? There's like a pouch of white right there. Like, it got really bright and then it got dark again. Like something kind of revealed itself right there. And then it looks like it's wearing a coat. It doesn't even look like it aligns going down towards the leg. Yeah, that's a bit, that looks like that's a setup. And then it looks up at him. I'm surprised this guy ain't running because I would have been gone if it was that close to me.
Bigfoot seems to be nervously looking at the person holding the camera, therefore saving its baby and running away. Movement can also be seen from the baby as it hugs and pushes away from the adult. Some people have pointed out that they could see facial movement from the adult Bigfoot as well. Others say that CGI has been used in the video, but this is one of the few videos deemed real by the people who have made in-depth analysis videos on the footage.
Oh, okay, so the patch on its shoulder is actually the baby's hand. I got you. That's the hand right there. Okay, it still looks like a mask. Like right here, where the head is, you can see that like a line. It looks like it could be a mask. I don't think that one's real. I think that one's definitely somebody in a costume. And the baby might be even fake. No, wait. It's moving its head and everything, so maybe not, but it didn't walk around like a gorilla. I was thinking it could have been a gorilla, but it wasn't really walking around like one. I gotta go back and watch some gorilla videos then. Next, come on.
Number 14. Bigfoot GoPro sighting by dog. In this video, a man had strapped a
Who knew the best Bigfoot sighting would come from a dog instead of a person?
GoPro camera to his dog,
Makes
which
sense,
then
actually.
allegedly filmed a sighting of Bigfoot in the woods. The video simply shows the dog walking through the grassy woods when a figure suddenly runs by.
Oh my god, guys, come on. I can clearly see this person has a hat. This person has a hat and a giant coat. This is obviously the dog's owner or something.
The creature stands up on two legs like a human would, but also appears hairy and ape-like.
You can't really make that out, though. It's a guy. It's clearly a guy with a coat. And plus, the dog's not freaking out. If that was a real Bigfoot, do you think that dog would be just, like, casually walking towards it? No way, man.
Number 13, Albino Bigfoot. A homeowner captured this footage after they heard a disturbance in the backyard of their wooded property. This homeowner and others in this town had previously heard strange noises and disturbances for the last 2 weeks or so, prior to this being captured on film. The town was confirmed as Carbondale, Pennsylvania. In the video, someone seems to be running around in a wooded area in a stressed manner.
Oh yeah, I see it. I saw it. Yep.
Then, when he hears a loud noise near him, he captures on the camera what appears to be an albino Bigfoot. The audio cuts off and the clip ends abruptly soon after.
It's weird because I've seen this footage before, and the most interesting thing is that it blinks. But because of technology today, it wouldn't be that difficult to make it blink. Like, the mouth and everything looks like it could be a mask. Everything else looks like it could be a mask. But they got, like, a quick editing thing where they could just easily make it look like the eyes kind of blink. It was cool. Like, it's a cool bit of footage. I enjoy footage like this because it's actually kind of fun. But it's clearly, yeah, no. I mean, what was that? It's always something people do before something silly shows up. What was that? Oh, did you hear that? Yeah, and it blinks. And then moves out of the way. But it's so dark and it moves so fast that you know that could easily be just manipulated. Yeah, it's too quick. Like, if it was actually, like, staying on the Bigfoot and actually, like, caught full facial... But first off, why would an albino Bigfoot be out in Pennsylvania? I don't really understand that.
Number 12. Sasquatch spotted in the mountains. When a couple were hiking on a logging road above one of the lakes in Mission, BC, they took photos of the beautiful views and suddenly spotted something moving on the top of a hill.
Yeah.
They were able to zoom in to capture the footage of a hairy ape-like creature. The creature can be seen walking around on the hill and at some point swing around its arms. So was it a Sasquatch, a man, or something else?
It's too far to tell. It's just too far to tell. That's probably some guy. Honestly, probably had no idea he was filming. You know, I want to know the guy's reaction when he ever saw this footage. He'd be like, oh, that was me. That was me. If you ever watch this video, leave a comment in the comment section telling me that it was you.
Number 11, Provo Canyon Bigfoot encounter. When the YouTuber going by the name of Beard Card went camping with his friends in Provo Canyon, they allegedly saw Bigfoot. According to the description of the video, they had seen some deer up on a hill that they wanted to get a closer look at, but that's when they saw what they thought was a bear until it stood up. In the clip, they run straight to the car, leaving their tent and everything behind. When talking to local station Fox 13 News, they said that they had no idea what the creature was.
Along with that, people are like, well, maybe there's just some guy in a gorilla suit out there scaring people, and we're like, up there right now, I guess it's deer hunting season, so there's tons of hunters everywhere up there, so we highly doubt that there's anyone up there hiding in a gorilla suit with all these hunters all over the place. So.
None of them really believed in Bigfoot.
Well, that's the thing about this small image right here is that I can clearly look, it looks like a hood right there and someone's hat or kind of like beanie on. I don't know. Like he said, though, there were so many hunters up there, so why couldn't it have not been a hunter decked out in some black clothing? You know, it doesn't even look like it has hair. Like, I'm not even seeing hair. I'm just seeing a guy get up. Again, there's a hood right here, so he has a hoodie kind of thing on, a coat, and it looks cold outside, so it makes sense. Yeah, I think it's just over-exaggerated. I think it was just probably a guy, probably hunting or whatnot.
But they still ruled out the possibility of the creature being a bear.
Number 10. Skunk ape or Bigfoot from Lettuce Lake Park, Florida.
Oh, okay.
In this footage...
People are going to give me so much shit in the comments section. Man, just have an imagination. It's like... I do. I do, but at the same time, man, these are videos I used to watch as a kid, and I would have believed the shit out of these. But as an adult growing up and kind of looking back on all these videos and whatnot, man, there's just some that don't hold up. Just plain and simply don't hold up, and especially now that I know how technology works a lot better, it's just unfortunate, because it's like, damn, I really wish I could believe a lot of this stuff, but unfortunately, I know how people are. They want people to fucking believe everything they see, and they want to make creepy videos. Man, at the time, though, creepy video making was such a huge deal. Like, Nuke's Top 5 and everything, everybody was going out and making so many videos on, like, Vine, and, yeah, it was a big deal. Everybody loved getting spooked and creeped out and, you know, figuring out what it could be. But today, it's just kind of like, you know.
A man by the name of Matt caught what he thought was a skunk ape, also known as a swamp ape or Florida Bigfoot. He was canoeing around Lettuce Lake Park when he saw what he initially thought was a bear. However, the length of its arms and its gait, and the large size of the creature has led people to speculate on whether or not this creature could possibly be a bear. Also, the fact that the creature walks through the swamp in ease has made people think that the video in fact shows a skunk ape.
It's kind of a shame you can't zoom in more. Yeah, it does look a little bit too big to be a bear. That's interesting.
He told the
Could be somebody in a costume, and it's always, they're always hidden, you know what I mean? They're always so hidden that it's too hard to tell.
park ranger about it, but she said that bears don't generally get into the swamp, and that sightings rarely happen. She had no idea what the creature was. Matt never put much faith in the old skunk ape legends, but by closely examining the footage, he has no explanations for what the footage actually shows. According to Matt and the YouTube channel Bigfoot Evidence, if it's a person, they're either a moron or completely insane by walking, swimming and diving in an area where there are hundreds of 12-foot gators and water moccasins everywhere. Matt said he observed the creature for a while, and when it seemed to notice him, it went underwater and vanished. He even paddled up there and it was nowhere to be seen.
Number 9.
How it went underwater? I mean, at that point, you kind of have to take his word for it because he didn't look like he recorded it, but all right.
On the Prince Edward Island quadrupedal clip.
What the? Dude, holy shit!
Fucking runs at it.
Did you see that?
In 2005, a student named Nathan Wiley and some friends were in the forest on Prince Edward Island filming a video for school. Wiley needed a clip in which a person was seen running from the woods. According to the filmmaker, as the boy in the clip was moving from the trees, a huge ape-like creature emerged from the opposite side of the forest. The creature can be seen running across the screen at high speed. The person in the video is not actually running from Bigfoot, but rather filming a scene. The fact that it was filmed for a student project has sparked controversy surrounding the video. According to Sasquatch experts, a Sasquatch will start running on all fours for speed when it gets startled. It is presumed that the
How do they know that? How do they know a Sasquatch will just get on all fours and start running through
The Sasquatch started running when it was startled by the human
Probably because most Sasquatch sightings turn out to be bears. And they notice that all of them just get on all fours and start running. Or gorillas will do that too, won't they?
activity of the kid running.
Number 8. Bigfoot sighting on Michigan Live Eagle Cam. An Eagle Cam set up to monitor an eagle family's progress by the state's Department of Natural Resources and outdoor website Carbon TV allegedly caught a Bigfoot walking on two legs, going around trees and bushes on the forest floor beneath the eagle nests. In the clip, baby eaglets peep in the nest when the creature suddenly pops up. The camera was mounted to a tree near the Platte River State Fish Hatchery, about 30 miles west of Traverse City, placed there to highlight a bald eagle nest. Many people have come forward to say the clip is intriguing, but ultimately inconclusive. It is open to interpretation whether the creature is Bigfoot, a person in a costume, or something else entirely.
Well, again, it doesn't even have to be in a costume. It's just the quality of the camera at this distance makes it hard to really understand what it is. More than likely, it was a person. I would just assume, God, it does take the fun out of it. I won't lie, of course, when we have to say these things, but it's always crappy quality. It's always the worst kind of quality when something like this is seen and we can't really deduce what it is. If I had to be realistic, I would just say it was probably a person walking by and didn't know the camera was facing them, and then some people decided, hey, what was that? That's interesting. God forbid, some people walk out in the woods every once in a while and take a hike, right? Yeah. And that's just the reality, I feel like. Like, I love Bigfoot. I would love to go on cryptid hunts, and I would love to try to find this thing if it's out there. But for the most part, when it's quality like this, and it's hard to make out, or it's too quick, it's too dark, it's just kind of, it doesn't feel legit. It feels too easily set up, and it kills me every time I say that, because I want to believe in this thing. I really do. But it was like Slender Man, right, where people were making up all these stories saying that Slender Man's out there stealing children and whatnot. Bigfoot was the Slender Man back then. That's kind of what it was. And, yeah.
Given the lack of scale and detail in the image of the figure, it remains to be just an interesting video if you ask experts.
Number 7. Bigfoot hunted by helicopter. On February 17th, 2011, a video was posted to YouTube with the title, Bigfoot Hunted by Helicopter. It was filmed at an unknown location. The description of the original video stated that a woman and her husband took their kids target shooting while a helicopter over their heads were annoying them the entire time. They thought at first that they were curious of why and what they were shooting, but when they later watched the footage, they noticed something looking like a Bigfoot running in the trees.
Whoa. Whoa, that was a big kick. You okay, Brock? You okay?
According to them, the people in the helicopter could have been hunting Bigfoot. The clip shows a boy who is being taught how to shoot a gun. The kid starts out by firing a .22 caliber rifle twice and then switches to the more powerful shotgun. Immediately following the explosion of the shotgun, a black figure can be seen running across the background.
Or it's a convict trying to get away from a helicopter. You know, it's just, that's... It looks like the guy looks like he kind of notices him too. Like if you look where the guy's looking, him right here, he's looking off in this direction. So I think he notices the guy too. So it's probably not a Bigfoot. He probably noticed the dude running and put 2 and 2 together. They have guns, so there's not really much to worry about.
In the last few frames of the clip, the creature can be viewed switching from a 2-foot stance to all fours. A helicopter...
He looks like he's leaning over, trying to catch his breath from running. All fours. Come on. Come on. Come on.
Helicopter can also be heard throughout the video, and when the creature is seen, the sound of the helicopter gets louder. The creature only moves...
If you look closely, the creature gets on all fours and starts licking his nutsack.
After the explosion of the high-powered gun, which has made people think that it only moved because it was startled by the loud sound.
Or it's a convict being chased by the law, and when he heard the gunshot, he probably thought they're shooting at me.
According to others, this could have also been a cue for the person acting as Bigfoot to start running.
Number 6. Utah.
Very true, or he was being chased, right? Because, like, I mean, for one, that's a hell of a setup. You get a helicopter to fly over you just for the sake of a video. It could be added on sound effects, too, so there's that possibility.
Bigfoot family. The Utah Sasquatch family videos were posted to YouTube by username Johnny under the title Bigfoot Family Sighting in Utah on January 3rd, 2011. Johnny took his kids and their friends hiking and sledding high up in the Utah mountains. A few weeks later, when he was watching the video clips, he spotted 3 different cases with unexplained creatures that appeared to be a family of Sasquatch. In the first clip, a Bigfoot is seen walking away into the trees.
Look out, John. Nice.
The second clip shows a different Bigfoot watching them and then disappearing.
Go ahead, somebody. Nice.
The third clip appears to be another Bigfoot struggling to get away.
Good. You all right? That was a nice little wipeout.
How do you not notice that? Like, that's my thing. That's my thing with this one. How do you not notice those 3 tall-ass figures on the top of this hill where you're facing your camera? I feel like they knew. I feel like they genuinely knew. There's no way you're facing the camera in that direction, you're watching your kids play right over here, and you don't see these tall figures running by. There's no way in hell. He might have just assumed like they were just people. Probably were. But yeah, there's no way you just stand there and just not see those giant hairy beings. Yeah, I'm sure he could have seen a lot more clearly, you know, in person, walking over there.
Watch out, Porter!
In Johnny's original description, he makes the implication that the figure of the third clip may be injured. However, the movement is consistent with other Bigfoot videos. When a large, not juvenile Sasquatch is threatened and scared, as might have been the case for this creature after being caught out in the open, they run on all fours. It appears to be moving very fast with its limbs swaying back and forth. It has also been pointed out that since the footage was posted in 3 separate videos, it might be a hoax.
Number 5. Bigfoot running down a hillside. This footage allegedly shows a Bigfoot running down a hillside in California. The origin of the video is unknown.
God, that's kind of creepy looking though.
So the circumstances can only be speculated about. The apparent Sasquatch is orange in color and appears to be running to something or away from something, and grabs a sapling midway through. The limbering movements without using the long arms for much movement have been pointed out as obvious signs of a hoax, while the size of the creature can lead to other conclusions.
Dude, you'd be surprised how many people can pull off some really bulky costumes. That's the thing about that. And the fact that it is as crappy quality as it is also easy to hide simple things that you would be looking for, like, you know, lines in the mask, anything like that. It's just so much more easy. The more kind of grainy and the more crappy it looks, the easier it is to fool people. And as cool as that looks, I mean, it looks like a great costume. I truly believe it is a costume, and I truly believe that it's just, it feels too set up. You know, that's the thing I look for, is it feels too set up, the crappy quality. It all adds up, man. So far, I have not seen any videos in this that have made me think, oh, there's a possibility that could be a Bigfoot. So far, it's all kind of exactly what you would expect.
Number 4. Beast of Gum Hill. On April 5th, 2009, the YouTuber going by the name Ericus Maximus spotted what he refers to as the Beast of Gum Hill while ATV riding. Before the sighting, he made many ATV driving videos on his YouTube channel, and it seemed to be a regular thing for him to do in his spare time. The sighting was the second time spotting the creature, and a companion of his managed to capture it on camera. He is seen riding his ATV through the creek when the creature walks directly over the creek bed further away from him. In the description of the video, he mentions the Beast of Gum Hill being a creature that is very rarely spotted, and that there was only taken a still photo of it in the 80s.
Number 3, Bigfoot.
That was it? That was it? It's hard to tell. It's so hard to tell. The guy's reaction might say something, but for all I know, it could be just a setup, you know? It's such a shame, dude. It's such a shame seeing all of that stuff. It's
Caught on police dash cam. The Lumpkin County dash cam Bigfoot was captured in 2009 from a Georgia State police officer's cruiser. In the video caught in the middle of the night, you can barely see a pair of legs hightailing it across the highway.
oh yeah.
What the crap?
What was that?
Did you see that?
Yes.
Holy crap.
What the heck was that?
That was on 2 feet, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
The police officers can clearly be heard saying things like "what the hell" and "what was that" just after the creature passes by. Sometime after, a Lumpkin County Sheriff, Stacy Gerard, had followed up with the case and began an investigation of the supposed Bigfoot. Sheriff Gerard was reported to have interviewed the residents of several homes near the area where the sighting occurred. The story then says that the sheriff supposedly ran into a pair of college students who were acting nervous and strange when the sheriff began to question the students.
Nope.
It's so difficult to make out. It's so difficult to make out. In the middle of the night, you're driving down the road, and it just goes by so fast that you really don't know what... It's tough, man. It's tough. I gotta be honest.
Number 2. Paul Freeman footage. This footage was captured in 1994 by Bigfoot hunter Paul Freeman.
Okay.
The clip shows a Bigfoot walking in front of the camera, looking at Paul Freeman.
What?
Oh, there he goes.
Oh, there he goes.
Jesus.
Then disappearing into the woods.
2 of them, I guess.
Oh, there he goes.
Oh. I wonder where they went. Oh, God.
The clip starts with Freeman trying to control the camera while searching for an unexplained noise. Paul comments that he can hear the brush breaking and the figure appears. Later, a second Bigfoot can be seen for a couple of seconds peering from behind a tree. The latter part of the footage apparently depicts an adult Bigfoot picking up a juvenile.
Oh, God. There's 2 of them, I guess.
How is it? Okay, like this is some. This is the first time I ever saw this footage. And it makes sense why the camera quality is as bad as it is, because it was apparently 1994, so that actually does make more sense. How am I only seeing this now if it was so legit? You know what I mean? It reminds you a lot of that very famous, I'm sure that's going to be in here, that very famous first footage of Bigfoot people caught, where he was just walking across the valley. It kind of reminds me of that a little bit, but mixed with Harry and the Hendersons.
Ooh.
Jesus.
Before we get to number 1, my name is Chills and I hope you're enjoying the video so far. If you've ever been curious as to what I look like in real life, then follow me on Instagram at DylanIsChillinYT with underscores instead of
I will give you a follow because I feel like it's long overdue I give you a follow.
faces. I also have a Twitter at YT_chills where I post video updates. I'd really appreciate it if you followed me, and feel free to send me a DM if you have any questions or suggestions. If you'd like to see more of these videos in the future, then hit that subscribe button because we upload new countdowns every Tuesday and Saturday. Number 1, Patterson Gimlin film. Probably the greatest Bigfoot footage of all time is the Patterson Gimlin film captured by Roger Patterson and Robert Gimlin on October 20th, 1967. On the day in question, the men were researching Sasquatch reports near Bluff Creek in California. They were on horseback and came across an overturned tree. As the pair rounded the tree, they spotted a large figure beside the creek. At the sight of the Bigfoot, Patterson's horse reared. Roger quickly untangled himself from the straps and spent about 20 seconds removing the camera from his saddlebag. By the time he began to film the creature, Patterson was 120 feet away. Roger Patterson began to run after the Bigfoot with his 16mm camera. He stopped at a distance of about 80 feet and captured the most famous section of the film. The Sasquatch looks over its right shoulder at Roger, who then falls to his knees. The creature has long arms, a coned head, a ridge down the spine, a slow walking pace, and a prominent brow ridge. In the clip, the creature turns at the men a total of 2 times. Shortly after the final glance, the Bigfoot walks behind a grove of trees, reappears for a second, and then walks away.
Hey everyone, my name is...
It's still cool. I mean, you can't deny that scene, that little moment is so iconic that you kind of smile every time you see it.
Spooks, I just want to say thanks to Top 15s for collaborating with me. If you enjoy scary Top 5 videos and Top 5 caught on camera videos with creatures such as Bigfoot or the Jersey Devil, then you can go check out my channel, Sir Spooks, for more of that good stuff. Thanks again.
Okay, so that was the video. Really fun. Again, Bigfoot is one of those things where it's like, I so want to believe it. I really do. I used to a lot back in the day, and you know, my dad is a huge Bigfoot enthusiast. He loves the shows. It always is fun. But you know, watching all those Bigfoot shows throughout the years, you always just notice that they always get so close, but they never get there. And when they do, there's always another animal that's responsible for what's going on. It just never ends well, and it does make you doubt the thing, unfortunately, more and more the more you hear about stuff like that. But having said that, still a lot of fun to watch that video. Guys, go support the original video, give it a like, give it a bit of love, and of course, if you're new here, give it a little bit of like, give it a little bit of love. We're almost to 40,000 subs. You guys are just fantastic hearing my opinions about certain things. Again, Bigfoot, so iconic, so huge. There hasn't been like barely any factual evidence or evidence that would make me certainly believe that he is truly out there. I would love to find that evidence someday. Someday I want to go Bigfoot hunt because, for one, it could be really fun going camping and actually going out and trying to find something like this. And two, it would kind of fulfill a lifetime long dream that he is actually out there. And not only that, but aliens and extraterrestrials be another thing I would love to do research on and go out and try to find. So anyways, let me know what you guys think in the comments section. I will see you guys in the next one. Please do take care.
If you caught a chance, 3 hot sauces through. You won't be mad.